All right, look, I'm not getting any younger. And the more time I spend on these endurance events, the more time I spend putting my body through some high impact training and high impact sports, the more time and more focus I need to put into my recovery. This is why today we're talking about this baby, the HeatPulse Knee Massager by Hydrogun. Hi everybody, my name is Matt and this is What Matters to Matt. And yes, today on this video we are going to be talking about the HeatPulse Knee Massager by Hydrogun. Now to get a disclosure out of the way, Hydrogun did send me this product for the purpose of review. However, they have not told me what to say, they are not compensating me for this review, and they will not get the opportunity to view this video before you do on YouTube. And on that note, if you are still thinking about buying this product after you finish watching this video, I will put a link in the description down below. Now this is an affiliate link, so it does help out the channel, but by clicking on this link, it will take you directly to the webpage, and once you add this to your cart, you should receive a discount on the product as long as you're purchasing this prior to April 30th, 2023. All right, now that we got that out of the way, first thing that I do want to mention is when I get a product that I'm actually really excited about, one of the things that I botch really poorly, that I do really poorly with, is any sort of an unboxing, because I don't want to take the time to set up a camera or anything like that. I just go ahead, open it up, and try it out, and this was no different. So just imagine, because I feel like the unboxing is actually pretty important, it provides you with a little bit of sense of quality when you first get the product. So it does come in this really nice packaging with this sleeve, and if you can imagine, this nice black box, and we open it up and there would be the unit. But it's not in there, it's sitting in front of me on the table here. And what you actually get, yes, of course you get the sleeve. You're also gonna get a USB cable, which I haven't actually even untied yet, even though I've used this product quite a bit. We'll talk about the reason why that is in just a minute. You also get this very long extension that helps you actually put this on your shoulder. We'll talk about why that's really important to me in a minute. You're gonna get the unit itself, the puck, the pod, where all the magic actually comes from. And lastly, you are gonna get a pretty nice instruction manual, lots of information on the product. So let's move on and talk about the different aspects of it and let you know whether I've actually gotten along with it. I think you can tell already, but let's get into it. All right, so now before we get into the actual operation of this, let's get into a little bit of the technical stuff around what kind of heat and how that heat is actually provided to this product, and then go into what kind of massage you can expect out of this product. So first off, HeatPulse uses heat-last infrared graphene technology to provide over an hour of gentle, steady warmth to the knee joint. That's for both knees. And you can choose from 5 different levels of heat, ranging from 40 to 60 degrees Celsius. That's 104 to 140 degrees Fahrenheit. They're just gonna go up in 5 degrees Celsius increments as you click through, that we'll see here in a minute. But also when it comes to the pulsing vibration or the massaging that you're getting on this product, it's there to stimulate blood circulation. So you have dual vibrating cores that hug both sides of the knee to provide targeted 120 hertz pulses to the patella, stimulating blood circulation and providing lasting relief from tightness, soreness, and pain. And with this product, you're able to choose from 3 different massage speeds, which again, we're gonna get into in just a sec. And I know I say that I'm gonna be using this product mostly for post-run or recovery when I'm doing a big lift in the gym, but I do wanna mention that HeatPulse does say that this is designed for a number of different things, including if you have some sort of knee arthritis, helps relieve chronic knee stiffness and pain, or if you're somebody who's just suffered from a knee injury or post-surgery recovery, this can help speed up that healing process. But those are just important things to keep in mind when we're talking about what this product is actually for. One thing I did want to mention that this product is not for is this product is not for any sort of a knee brace or any sort of a compression sleeve. This is simply a product that's going to be able to provide you with some heat and some massaging to help recover from an injury or post big workout. Now we get to the fun part. Let's talk about how we actually use the HeatPulse Knee Massager. Starting off with putting it on the knee. When we're putting this first on the knee, the one thing that we want to remember is that we don't want it to be too tight and we don't want it to be too loose. You just want it to be fairly snug. Keep in mind, this is no sort of knee brace or any kind of a compression sleeve. It's simply there to provide you with heat and provide you with a gentle massage. Once we have that in place, we are going to attach the control pod. Now the control pod is magnetic, and you can place it either up or turn it around and face it down, and that's just sort of a personal preference. It's not going to affect the operation of each one of the buttons. It's just whichever direction feels more comfortable to you when you're looking at the unit. Okay, so to turn on the pod, you're going to press and hold the power button for 3 seconds. This activates the HeatLast infrared graphene heat band and will start to warm it up to 40 degrees Celsius. Keep in mind that it's not actually going to take very long for it to get up to temperature, but you do want to give it a little bit of time to get there. This is a good point for me to mention that you probably don't want to be wearing any pants or any sort of leggings over this. They do suggest that it works way better if it's directly on the skin. Once you have that in place, it's time to select your temperature, and you can do that by simply hitting the plus or the minus button to go up by 5 degrees Celsius. And again, as I mentioned earlier in the video, it's going to start at 40 degrees Celsius and go all the way up to 60. Each time you hit the plus or hit the minus, just give it a few extra seconds just to heat up to that temperature and decide whether you want it a little bit warmer or cool it down just a little bit, but anywhere between 40 and 60 degrees Celsius. Now you can just leave it at the heat, but if you do want to turn on the massage, you're going to have 3 different massage speeds to choose from. And all we have to do to get that going is to hit that M button to begin the cycle, and you're going to have 3 different speeds. All you have to do is tap that once, and you're going to see a blue light, and that's the first speed. Tap that twice, you're going to see a green light, and that's the medium speed. That's a little bit faster. And finally, tap that the 3rd time, and you're going to get the white light. That's on speed 3. You will notice that if that light is flashing red on the M button, that indicates that you've got a low battery, that it's probably time to turn around and recharge. One thing I will say about recharging this pod is that they suggest that you never recharge the pod as you're actually using it, and it's going to take about 2 to 3 hours to charge the pod fully. Now, since we're actually talking about the charging of this pod, it does seem to make sense to talk just once again about how it's using a USB-C charging port. I did mention that I haven't used their USB cable yet, but that's simply because I have so many other products that use USB-C. It's pretty universal, so that makes it really, really convenient. And the other thing that I'll mention is that since it comes here and it's magnetic and it comes off and on so easily, it's really convenient to just have this off, have the sleeve out of the way, and you can just sit this pod somewhere on the corner of a desk, on a table, and it's not very obtrusive, and you're able to plug that in and get the charge, the 2 or 3 hours. The other thing I'll mention is that when they're talking about operating this unit, they suggest that you do up to 30 minutes on each knee or on each shoulder or each elbow, whatever you're actually putting the heat and the pulse to. It will shut off at that time, but then you can just unstrap it, put it on the other knee, and turn it on again, and you're gonna get a total of 30 minutes per knee. They do say that you can get up to 90 minutes in total of operation, but I find for me, usually I'll do 30 minutes one knee, 30 minutes the other knee, and I think I've actually even gone 30 minutes on the shoulder on top of that. So you get close to the 90 minutes, and then I go ahead and plug it in for a few hours so that I get that full charge, and it's ready to go the next time I want to use it. Now let's talk just for a minute about one of the other uses I have for the HeatPulse Knee Massager. I know knees in the name, but I did mention earlier that you can also use this on your elbow or your shoulder. I actually ended up using this quite a bit and am using this quite a bit on my shoulder. A couple years ago, 3 years ago now, I actually fell off the back of a ladder, goofing around a little bit too much in our backyard here at the house. I ended up dislocating my shoulder, but if you've been following my channel, you know that I consider myself to be a little bit of a hybrid athlete, so I do spend a lot of time lifting weights in the gym. It's not just all about my running, so I have to take care of my shoulder as well, and oftentimes it can get really stiff after a big lifting session. So that's one of the reasons why we have this product, and that's one of the reasons why we have this extension strap. Now, if we just add this extension strap to the top part of this, and hopefully we can do this smoothly for the video, but it's quite easy. All you have to do is actually pull it up, make sure it's a little bit snug around the lower arm here, and then when you reach around your back, and you can bring around the other half of this extension strap and attach it up there. And hopefully I didn't cover the mic too much. But then all of a sudden we've got this up on our shoulder. We're able to provide the same heat and the same massage that we provide to our knees. And that really helps me kind of alleviate some of the stiffness and some of the soreness that I get after a big lifting session in the gym. Also, I have been known to use this after the occasional long run when I've just been a little bit too stiff in the shoulders on that run. All right, after all that, I think it's pretty obvious that I'm a big fan of the HeatPulse Knee Massager. It's helped me out with my recovery, helping me get back to all those big sessions that I want to put on with my marathon training that I'm going through right now. If you are considering buying this product, if you'd like to learn more about this product, I'll put a link to it in the description down below. My name is Matt. This is What Matters to Matt, and ultimately, what matters to me most is my family. I'll see you guys in the next video.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a